Welcome back to the Collegiate CoD LAN here at Game Arena in Columbus. What a day of CoD we've had already, and if you're just tuning in, you missed one heck of a series. Akron taking down Illinois in Pool D. And as we follow Illinois into this second match, this is a do-or-die match most likely for them, as they're going to be taking on Ohio State Academy. So it'll be interesting to see how this OSU Academy team lines up against a number 21 team in Illinois. Graf, how are we feeling going into this? Is it Illinois' time to bounce back, or will Buckeye CoD Academy surprise?
I think Illinois, just being, going off of a series like that one, you expect them to bounce back. But the Buckeye Academy, from what I was seeing, they're sitting 9-1 in overall record. So, hey, these guys are nothing to bat your eyes at. And then going on in to the picks, you can see it's going to be Embassy, Hotel to round it all out. But if you're the side of Illinois, I think you need to bounce back on that Hardpoint, because I don't think that was the best showcase of their talent once they went up against Akron in that Map 1 Mercado. They were not really winning a lot of the rotations. I think they're going to make those adjustments.
Yeah, you got to think so too. So another Illinois pick. Back on Embassy, and well, just before we get into that, you see the Lord of the Low Tiers hosted by Cheetah Wonga. It's a $200 team pass. Going to be May 13th, 14th. We got $3.5K in prize pool up for grabs, 32 teams. And, well, if you've never been to one of these before, you definitely should be a part of it. Hosted right here at Game Arena. Once again, Lord of the Low Tiers. A great tournament for these up-and-coming players. Whether you're in the Ohio area or not, it's going to be a great experience. Always very well-run events by Cheeto and company, and as well as Game Arena. You don't want to miss it. May 13th to 14th. Mark it in your calendars. You can buy the team pass right now. So get on that, get down here, and try to win your share of the $3.5K prize pool. And, well, as we get back into the series, we talk about Embassy again. You know, that search and destroy Embassy, obviously it plays way different than the Hardpoint, but still, Embassy is Embassy. You talk about those ARs in those power positions, top PD, top AC, top gas, top bridge, top wherever. Literally, the higher you are on Embassy, the more successful you're going to be. Who do you think has the edge in this? Obviously, considering Buckeye Academy, not the favorite, but how do you think they'll stack up against a team like Illinois?
I think they will be able to win the AR battle. It's just a matter of who's going to be able to do it. Shufi was playing so well on the side of Illinois, but I think just going on into this one, it always felt like somebody in Illinois was lacking behind, at least in the kills department, and that just held them back so much against Akron. It seemed like every player was just kind of having these off moments. So for the side of Illinois, everybody needs to play consistent, play together. Do not allow a bunch of those untraded kills to come through like they did in the first series.
Yeah, it's a nice little start here from Buckeye. They're able to win those spawns back for P1. A little bit of a scramble right now as they do start to spawn in gas, and split spawn actually down towards PD as well. But 15 seconds left. That's absolutely where you want to spawn. Shufi's going to have his work cut out for him here, but he's going to need support on the backside. You see Lemoski trying to work his way into the back truck. Spots out one, but Shufi jumps out and takes him down. Timing work in the middle of the map. 3 players going to fall. 1 player remains in Fizza. Just going to try and stay alive in these hallways. Grabs 1. Looking for that second player.
Ooh, and Shufi almost gets gunned off the map, but no, he replies. And this guy, you can tell, he's like, I'm so upset about what happened in that first series. He starts off at 5-1, 1 more away from the glide as well. A great start for the side of Illinois. This is exactly what you want to see. They're not trying to overextend themselves, but they do end up losing 1 or 2 gunfights, so it's going to be Shufi. He's going to play his life, hop off. Unfortunately, he does get taken down by Altic. A great little bounce back there in the side of the Buckeyes Academy. Should be able to grab the last few seconds of scrap.
Yeah, this is a tough decision here for Buckeye. I mean, you got to think the scrap time is crucial, but at the same time, you want to win those rotations. You see Shufi already posted up in that power position with the tack in hand. So Altic kind of isolated by himself. He just wants to play this a little bit slower, but gets a little too overzealous. And you see Exy on the bottom side of PD already cutting off those spawns. So Illinois off to a very nice start. Obviously a tight scoreline as we head into P3, but still, it's all Illinois right now and in control of top orange.
Yeah, and they are just winning all the initial gunfights, but as I say that, 2 of their teammates will drop, and I'm not too sure, but I think maybe the side of the Buckeyes Academy comms were a little, maybe a little off just due to the fact that Altic went around after his teammate just got taken down on the outside AC, and he challenges out close right. I'm not sure what kind of call out he was given, so maybe a little bit of misinformation. So if you're the side of the Buckeyes, might need to clean up those comms, but XC, he is starting off hot this series, 10 and 5, 4 in a row. This is exactly what you want to see out of one of your main subs.
100%, and well, once again, Illinois retains control of this point. However, Buckeye able to sweep them out of bottom PD, and they will have control of P4 early on. So we'll see, excuse me, how Illinois elect to attack this. They're going to get sent through halls. He will get cut down. Exy, Mata in the back as well. So Buckeye holds strong. Now it's player number 3, Tommy, trying to work that side door, and now the back door, waiting for his teammates to catch up, but Buckeye in control for the time being.
Yeah, and this has just been perfect holds kind of from both of the teams as everybody is starting to get traded on out. Lamoski, maybe one of my favorite names that I'll probably be saying this weekend, ends up finding one before he gets dropped. But you're just looking at the slay power right now. You have 2 players that are sitting double and triple negative for the side of the academy. As Altic's trying to go on in, as he gets cut down, Shoofy, the guy is just hitting straight stopping power rounds. It's a lot of solo chals coming on in from Academy. They're trying to work these pinches, but they're not doing it at the exact same time, so it's causing these little 1v1s or 2v1s in favor of Illinois, and they're taking full advantage.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, even with Buckeye in control the first part of the hills, it just takes one sweep for Illinois to come in and retain possession. And the same is happening right now. That's going to be Tommy coming from back kitchen. And just like that, Illinois back in control. Gimby picks up one, looking for that second, but Shoofy shuts him down. Going to be another 1v1 towards the point. But that's going to be Shoofy just backing on up, trying to play this back gas head glitch as Mata and Co try to work their way through red and from bottom for him. Here comes the chow. Mata gets one, and there's the break. One more player left to deal with. That's Altic with 2, though. Now he's got support over top. Shoofy grabs one more player challenge, tags him up, tries to run away with his life. Can't quite, though. XC again trying to get 2 back, but Gimby instantly trades them out. And back and forth we go. One more 1v1 towards the point, and with 18 seconds left, Ohio State, they want this side, but they got to start working back AC.
And they have literally just been going blow for blow, but it feels like the side of Illinois, they are getting a few more doubles and triples in the kill feed. That's just making it so much more difficult. Having to make the side of Academy pop off as well, and it's just not happening. When you have Gimby, though, 17 and 12, the AR is starting to fry. Only 1 second in the point, but the Buckeyes, they need every single second of this P1. Unfortunately, they do get pinched again. The side of Illinois, they have been playing some great Call of Duty, and I think they are, wanting to show why they deserve to be on the championship Sunday.
For sure, and well, Buckeye making a game of this, though. Can't discount them just yet, and still lots of time to work with. 30 seconds left. They're going to try to chow for this old time, too. Mata can't get that player on the cross, so that'll be huge for OSU to get the remaining time and put themselves within 50 points. You see Tommy trying to cut from P1 as well, as Fizzo loses that gunfight on P2. 3 players already set, traded out back and forth, and well, they don't get all the time, but they get just enough to keep themselves within about a hill of coming back into this game. However, Illinois already set up on P2. Now, Buckeye trying to work the back calls and hopefully this back parking.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they got a little bit of that P1 time. They just did not win any of the rotational gunfights. Gimby trying to do everything he can. He will get cut down. That's 3 dead in the feed. Altic trying to find an opening, but look how far they are spawning away. It's going to be basically 10-15 seconds until anybody is able to get close, but they're winning a lot of these, and that's 3 members down. Make it all 4. So that is a big 30 seconds that you desperately needed if you were the side of Academy, but now you have to try to hold the rest of it and win these rotations, and they're actually doing just that. Mata, last player left, is the nade comes on in, so they don't get the last 15, but they do end up getting the rotation.
I don't know if I like that decision from Illinois at all. They decide to wrap back through parking and into P2. That makes those players from Illinois spawn out all the way onto PD. with pressure on gas from Buckeye. So that's going to cost them a bit of time here. And you see 2 players already dropping, and that's going to be basically a free 20 seconds here for Buckeye Academy to claw their way back into that game. And just a mistake from Illinois. We'll see if they can really answer back and try to make up for that error. However, 2 do drop. Exy picks up 2 for himself. Shooter gets cut down, and a second 2 for Gimby. Mata trades him back out though, so the hill stays white. Tommy gonna have a battle up top, but Illinois in control with 30 seconds left on the hardpoint.
Yeah, and Lemowski, he went out with an eagle from the hill, and I'm not liking that challenge because he just basically threw his life away. He could have just played up top, played a head glitch. But the side of Illinois, they capitalized. They got 3 members down. Gimme wasn't able to go as big as he needed to, but there's a big gunfight for Tommy. He wishes he got back. But again, it's just the rotations. It's been Illinois winning almost every single gunfight that is needed to find themselves on the hill early. Now 12 seconds away. They're about to close out the Buckeyes here on this administration as they're finding a few of these kills. Exy, can he go big? Not yet, but Lemowski, last player left alive for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, 8 seconds needed now for Illinois to win this game number 1. Tommy picks up 1, Mata gets 1 back, and that should pretty well do it. 2 more engagements left. Players flying on in, and that'll be it. Illinois gonna take game number 1. Hard to say easily, but relatively easily as they get a 102-point advantage in the win. And it, like we talked about, it was all the early rotations from Buckeye just getting broken down, and it took 1 wipe for Illinois to fly on in and pick up basically 40 seconds on every hill.
Yeah, exactly. And it just felt like there was, like we said early, 2 pieces that were coming in consistently from the side of Illinois. You look at the stat line, you have one of your submachine guns, Fizza, 10 and 23 on a map like Embassy. You need them to fry, especially in those close quarters engagements, you know, in that administration, in the kitchen, and they just were not able to get that one done. But you got to shake it off. Maybe it was a little bit of rust because Illinois, remember, they're just kind of rolling on in for their second series, and Buckeyes, this is still their first one of the day.
For sure. I mean, a valiant effort from Buckeye Academy, just not enough. And you see the difference, obviously, with the main teams versus the academy teams. But just based off that map, OSU Academy, pretty good. There was a lot of good things. Obviously, you talked about the struggles of a couple of their players, but still, overall, they had the right ideas. They just lost a couple gunfights that costed them. And that's the bottom line, but a valiant effort nonetheless. And perhaps we see a little bit of a difference here on Search and Destroy. Definitely a more winnable game mode, especially for the unfavored teams, you would say. So definitely potential for Buckeye to tie the series up and force a game 3. But if you're Illinois, you definitely want to close it out now.
Illinois is feeling so confident right now. You can just tell the way that they were challenging every single player on the side of the Buckeyes. They have no fear in their eyes, and I kind of expect that to roll on into this map too. Buckeyes maybe a little bit of a slower team, and they maybe can change that pace, but I think when it comes to the offense, Illinois, they were so good when they got that bomb down in their post-plant setups. I expect that to continue here on the hotel, and maybe we'll see the boomstick come out again. We'll have to see. But the Buckeyes, they need to find something. And like you said, it wasn't all bad. They were early on the rotations. They just could not win those gunfights.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I mean, Exy and Shufi combined had 60 kills with the submachine guns in hand. So that'll do it enough for them to take that map alone. I mean, if you get the subs involved on a map like Embassy, it could spell danger for the opposing team, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, Illinois, clearly the better team heading into this, and they proved why. But you want to end this series on a high note, and you probably want to end it now. And as we head into Hotel Search, here in Game 2, we see these B executes so often. I believe it's B, right? Yeah, over towards
Spa. It's in bottom bedroom.
Yes, exactly. You're right. So yeah, we do see these B executes quite often, and we talk about the importance on the defensive side to try to catch them on the cross. So usually we'll see a player in bottom bedroom, maybe one sitting connector, watching that cross to the bomb site or somewhere in couches, somewhere in that area. You always try to watch that cross. This is a bit of an exposed bomb site in comparison to other maps.
Yeah, not to mention, I think at the start of the game, they allowed smokes in Search and Destroy, and you could tell they were smoking out that cross, so it covered that up. No longer the case before the past few months, and I like how you pointed that one out. It's a relatively open bomb site, and you see teams that will perfectly get those grenades and take that bomb planter down. But again, you cannot hesitate when you take control of a bomb site. Don't try to play for that pick initially. Get that bomb down, get into your setup, and force that defense to have to get a retake where they might not necessarily be comfortable with or quite ready for. But on the side of the Buckeyes, I think you need your submachine guns to step on up, going on in. If they decide to go towards that A site into kitchen, I mean, you might want to be running 3 subs in that area. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, but bottom line is for Buckeye Academy, you just can't play scared. You can't play scared against a team like this. Obviously, a lot of doubt on your team, but still, you need to come out and show that you're not afraid of a team like this. You get up in their face, make them work for it. You can't give rounds to Illinois because they will take advantage of it. And again, like you said, those offenses, you want to get the bomb down as soon as you can. If you do get that first pick, especially, that's when you want to fly. I mean, you can post up some ARs to watch all the lanes as you get the bomb down on the B site. So it'll be interesting to see how these teams execute those offenses with those with Diner side not really being utilized very much, at least until the later parts of Search and Destroy. As we just we took a quick look at the pools there, and obviously Pool A and B already wrapped up, ready to go. Western, St. Clair, SIUE, as well as Newberry already clinching their ticket into Sunday. So 4 spots remain. The battle ensues. Illinois, Buckeye CoD Academy, map number 2 underway.
Yeah, and immediately it is Fizza watching that middle cross as he will find one onto Shufi. So a great gunfight to win, but they get in the bomb down again. This is what Illinois was known for. They don't hesitate. Now quickly into the 3v3, and the one of the shining lights that the Buckeye Academy had was Gimby, as he's still alive, looking to maybe find a player on the cross, but the pistol comes out. Fizza, a big 1v1 against Tommy, and Gimby gets the timing on Namada. And now you're in a 1v3 if you're Exy, as he did have a great game 1. Can he replicate it? Does not seem like. Buckeye, a great retake.
Yeah, you said it. Great retake and a great start there from Fizza. You get the snipe onto the opposing sniper in Shufi. I'm not sure if he was sniping himself, but nevertheless, Fizza gets that opening pick within maybe 15 seconds of that round, and that opened up a lot of opportunity for Buckeye to get into positions that they needed. Were able to have a great retake. They worked through lobby, worked through D1 and D2, and were able to get the job done there in round number 1.
And so Buckeye feeling confidence. That's exactly what you need to start this Search and Destroy off hot in the hotel, as it looks like they're going to try to go back to A just like the side of Illinois, and it's going to be a 4v3 on the site. But like you said, it's going to be the cross. Shufi, he gets a snipe again with Lamoski. Altic does get a technical trade. And quickly into another 3v3, but Shufi, this guy, he is not missing. Oh, I think he might have got a hit marker. Doesn't find the kill, though. And so Shufi making them have to readjust their strategy when trying to get onto this A site safely.
Yeah, you see how kind of patient and or nervous Buckeye is playing right now as they wait to get this bomb down on B. Sorry, A rather. So it was A. It was the A bomb site over towards P4. I do apologize again, but anyways, Mata drops. Now a 2v3 disadvantage for Illinois. Now here's the opportunity to get the bomb down, but Gimby elects to battle instead. Nope, finally he'll back off and try to get this bomb planted. She sees Shufi in connector like we talked about before the game, watching that cross to see if he can pick off a player. He does with the sniper in hand, evens it back out to a 2v2.
Yeah, Fizza pops the dead silence. This could be the play that makes or breaks this one for the side of Academy, but Tommy, I think he knows he's in that corner. Maybe not. Also, Fizza, he just played it so slow, and I don't think they know he's in this corner. Maybe they do. Yep, Shufi, he just throws a world-class shoulder check. Tommy with the bait and switch, but that took a lot of time. And now you have 18 seconds left, and you have not cleared out the top or bottom bedroom. Gives away his position, but Altic, oh, he gets wall-banged, and Tommy with the trades. The retake is in for Illinois.
Oh, man, so close for Buckeye to take a 2-0 lead there. just not enough. You got to think if Altic hits 2 or 3 less bullets there, that could have changed things, but either way, Tommy clutches up in the 1v1, wins the round for Illinois, and that'll do it for round 2. All tied up once again. The defusal comes in from Tommy, and gotta give credit to Tommy here. He has had a pretty good series and a half, including the one against Akron, one of the newer players obviously coming in and been nothing but impressive so far here in Columbus.
I couldn't agree with you more. He's starting this one off well underway as a 3-1, 2 kills, and massive 2 kills at that to get the retake perfectly. But again, it's going to be another A-side hit, and it looks like maybe a little bit of middle of the map aggression coming on in from Illinois. And they might actually catch out one or two of the players, one with the snipe from Shufi on that outside deck. But I love that aggression coming on in from Illinois. And like you said, Academy, they're just playing so scared right now. They don't feel confident in taking a lot of these gunfights.
Yeah, you see Tommy now in a decent spot. Gonna get aggressive. That's gonna be an audible cue for Buckeye. They gotta know someone's lurking in their back trenches. No 2v4. This seems like an almost impossible situation for OSU Academy. Ooh, some bad timing there for Lemoski. Now Tommy has that sight. Gonna stun him out, gonna challenge instantly. Wins the gunfight too. I'll take it all down to 1v4. Grabs one before being instantly traded out. And Illinois got their second straight round.
Yeah, and they just came up to finding those first 2 kills, and immediately it just stopped any type of aggression coming on in. Nobody was really trying to make a play from the side of the Buckeyes, and maybe that's what you're lacking, is having that playmaking ability in those 2v4 situations. They just kind of tucked themselves in a corner, waited for the pick, but Illinois, they're smarter than that. All they had to do was tuck themselves in opposite corners and make the side of Academy have to work towards them, try to get that defuse in an uncomfortable situation. But I would really like to see the side of Academy run through some machine guns and try to get that aggression towards the B site. But again, it's back to A, as it's just been kind of a headbutt on this site so far. Shufi, I don't think he's going to expect Fissure coming up this close to him.
Yeah, no, I love the aggression here from Buckeye. This is what they needed earlier in this game. I mean, obviously only in round 4, but still, you love the aggression, you love the confidence. This is what you want to see if you're an OSU fan, team member, whatever you might be. They get first blood. Now 4v3. Wouldn't even mind seeing Altic challenges, but he does have the bomb in hand, so he's just going to stay down for now. Exy, without a kill so far in this game, just going to get some info and lay down in the bottom bed. Going to finally motivating some shots. Exy picks up the kill. So now we're back to a 3v3, 40 seconds left.
Oh, and the wall bang coming on in through Gimby, but look at Tommy on the deep flank, finds the kills, and this is what happens when you wait too long to get the bomb plant down. But Fissure, he ends up getting 2, so now it's a 1v1. And Exy, does he have the ice in the veins, or will it be Fissure looking for, I believe, the ace as well? And oh, will he check this one properly? Will he get the timing? Will he get the timing? No, he won't. And Exy, he gets it done. And so far, it's been the side of Illinois, 3 rounds back to back to back.
Yeah, so close to a 1v3 there for Fizz. He's done well so far in this search and destroy. Not enough, though, as the Illini sneak away with the round there. Probably could have gone a lot worse, but Exy clutches up, gets his first 2 kills of the game. And Illinois find themselves up 3-1 now, just 3 rounds away from closing out this series in 2-0 fashion. Now, Illinois gonna be back on the offensive side. We'll see if they go back to A, and that looks like exactly what they're gonna do.
And yeah, I don't see any reason why not, because they've been still winning every single gunfight, and now one of your biggest slayers in Gimby will end up dropping. They go on in for the Eagle. Altic is gonna have to deal with it too, and he does! Picture perfect from Altic. Unfortunately, Illinois, they may be chowed out one by one, a little bit too slow. The timing not necessarily on point. They do get the bomb down, but small victories as Mata is about to drop. Fizza gonna be left with 2 of his teammates, and somebody might try to hop this bomb, but Shufi, this guy, he has the potential to clutch these ones up.
Yeah, if you're Buckeye, you want to hop this bomb right away. There's no reason not to in a 3v1, which they're allowing Shufi to get into a bit of a power position. Here comes the pin from Single, though. He's going to die any second. There it is. And it's going to be Altic jumping on the bomb, and Buckeye get 1 round back. We're going to be 3-2 with, well, about half the rounds left to go here in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, and Altic, it was basically him that won the round for the Buckeyes, getting that 2 pieces. I think if you look back at Illinois and the way that they challenged it, they might have wanted to think about it differently. Maybe both chow at the same time at different types of angles. One goes high, one goes low, because it just forces that aim assist, right, to go either high or low, and it's so difficult to snap onto that second player. Maybe one was a little weak, but great stuff from Altic, not backing on down. You can tell he wanted to turn tail and run, but he sticks it through and he gets the double.
Yeah, and you take a look at your scoreboard right now, an even number of kills for either side. And 2 players doing very well and 2 players not so much on both sides. So very evenly matched in the search and destroy. Illinois want to take a stranglehold as we start to see our first B executed of the game. It's going to be Gimby getting some info, gets a stun in too. So he gets more information for his team. Fizza gets caught out though, looking the wrong way. And now first blood goes the way of Illinois. And you find Buckeye just a little bit stuck here with bomb down in that catwalk room.
Again, it's too slow. They tried to play for a pick middle of the map and it didn't come through, but wow, Gimby gets that big 1v1, the numbers back to even. Again, I would just like to have seen them just fly towards it. Unfortunately, they played a little slow. Doofy finds another, Lemoski goes down. It's another 1v3, and Altic, the player that you want alive, has the opportunity. Actually turns around and smokes Shoofy. So now, this is doable for this young man. Can he get it done as he's trying to stay alive, but the shot's too clean from range. Exy gets that one. Illinois, coming into the swing round, they want to be able to just shut this one as quickly as they can.
Yep, and talk about the swing round. Another one coming up right now. 5-2 versus 4-3, a much different looking game. So we'll see if Illinois can put themselves within 1 round away from match point, or can Buckeye Academy inch their way back closer, cutting this lead in half. You see once again, scoreboard pretty well even as far as kills for either side. Right now, Illinois with the advantage, and we're going to see our first B push, and, well, Lemoski might have himself some trouble here soon.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to see out of the Buckeyes is 3 players from the side of Illinois that are flooding in towards Kitchen. They're going to overwhelm whoever was on that site with numbers, but Lemoski, he backs up smartly, does get tagged up by the Semtex, not too badly. Going to be a 4v4 retake, and the flank is being watched by Shoofy and the sniper. And still, nobody's trying to work it, though. It looks like they're just going to try to go on in through middle of the map, find that opening. But so far, so good. The defense is holding.
Yep, Exy side to side. He does have support with him. Shoofy picks up a big sniper kill in Diner. Exy gets one back, too. So now a 2v4 onto the site. It's looking like a likely Illinois win. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Exy gets the final kill. And now 1 round away from securing this series is Illinois to get back to 1-1 in Pool D.
And we were talking about how the restaurant, having the booths is the snake pit. I mean, a close second is the kitchen because everybody is just bobbing up and down and they're making sure everything is being cooked properly. But the Buckeyes, again, you just have 1 player sitting at 1-5. That's going to be Lemoski. On the other side, Mata, not necessarily having to do too much when you have Tommy, Shoofy, and Exy all pulling a lot of weight. 9-4 for Tommy. He actually had a great search and destroy in that first series, and he's continuing it here in the second.
Yep, you see the boomstick in hand. Nothing going to be spotted out quite yet. Mata gets some shots in, able to get away with his life, just barely down to 46 health. They're spotted out now on the God Heady, but Exy able to get one back in bottom bedroom too. So now a 2v4, not looking very good for Buckeye Academy. As Tommy, here he is on the flank, but not gonna be able to catch him on the rotation. That information has to be passed along now, and you should start to see a shift of Illinois over towards B. Here it goes. Exy making his way back towards B. He will get isolated out, so they need to double chow this at the same time if they want a chance. Exy gonna have a 1v2 here. It'll be a big gunfight, spotted out and taken down. So now they'll have an opportunity to get the bomb down, and it'll be a 3v2.
Yeah, they have to get this one down as quickly as they can. They know there are players coming in. Will he be able to get away with his life? Yes, he will. So it's going to be a 2v3, but here comes the pinch. Tommy grabs one. It's all up to Gimby. Kenny gets the clutch, but Shufi, you know he wants this sniper. Baits out the initial shots, but Gimme getting the read, but it doesn't matter. Shufi, he will find, I believe, the quick scope, what we were expecting. This guy, he is difficult to take down when he has the sniper in his hand.
Wow. Yeah, it's just another great map from Shufi, the sniper as well. Illinois going to take this series by a score of 2-0. They will move back to 1-1. Now, their final match will be going up against Trine, and that'll be the deciding factor. See who moves on to Sunday. So you got to think they're confident after a nice clean 2-0. I mean, you would call that clean, wouldn't you?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, 250, 148, 6-2. That's about as clean as you can get. But they already put themselves in a good spot, just extending that first series, right? You don't want to go down 0-2 because sometimes it could come down to those map counts. So Illinois, they're sitting at 3-2 overall, 1-1. So they are in a good spot. The Buckeyes, not the way that they had expected their first series to go. Is honestly, it just, like you said, they're playing scared, maybe kind of the newcomers on the block, as right now it just did not necessarily look good. And they were really solo challying out. There was no team fire coming on in. I think that's going to be something they're going to have to clean up.
No, 100%. And, Buckeye, they did end up winning their first match against Trine. So they started off the tournament well, and there was definitely some positives for them to take away from that series. Obviously, you wanted the win, but still, regardless, going into their final match, going up against a team like Akron, most likely a do-or-die situation. Not ideal for sure, but still, some good things to take away on the side of Illinois. They look good. Again, they had the absolute perfect bounce back from the series against Akron. Now back to 1-1 and Trine coming up next.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest thing, is I think we're maybe getting a potential interview coming on in, but I want to point out how well the side of Illinois, they had a great bounce back after a tough Series 1 loss. Who do we got coming in here, is Aaron?
I actually don't know. Oh, we got Tommy. Tommy. Sorry, I wasn't told. First off, congrats on the win. You guys are back to 1-1. How you feeling after that win? Obviously, I want to go back to the series against Akron first. You guys were close. You were able to come back in the search and destroy, but couldn't quite get it done in the control. What kind of went on there?
I don't know. I couldn't really shoot straight, I felt like. But we were just kind of – it didn't feel like we were in sync. We were just getting broken on the control hills. And, I don't know, it just wasn't going our way. And it didn't really help because we were having technical issues. And we were just kind of – had to restart a few times, and just kind of like got us chalked.
Yeah, and talking about you specifically, Tommy, it seems like every time you went into the search and destroy, you were absolutely fine. You did it here in the second series. But when your teammate was getting assassinated, how did that just set you guys off and be like, oh, we got to win this one?
Yeah, we were just watching him, and we saw the shadow, and we're like, oh no, he's going to assassinate. And he was screaming. He's like, I'm getting assassinated, and we just couldn't do anything. But, yeah, definitely, like, angered us a little bit, so.
What was the, again, I keep talking about the last series, I apologize, but I'm just curious what the team discussion was after that series, like, as far as keeping up with Akron, who is currently, a better team according to the power rankings. How do you guys feel like you competed against them, and how do you feel going up against potentially other teams tomorrow?
I mean, the first game, when we were playing on the Mercado Hardpoint, I felt good. Like the first 100 points, we were fine. I'm like, oh, we got this easy. And then the last couple, like 4, 5, 6 hills, we just kind of fell apart. And they really took off, and then we just lost the game. And then we tried to like bounce back, but it was just kind of difficult.
Yeah, especially on a map like Mercado, where once teams get locked in, it's so difficult to find those breaks. And I like how you pointed out, you were finding that success in the first set of rotations, or at least for the first 5 hills. Then, unfortunately, you're getting broken. You said, hey, you weren't necessarily feeling that team chemistry as of yet. So once you got that first one under, you could tell you guys were playing with a lot more confidence and a lot more aggression coming on in. And it showed here in this second series as well.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming in. Congrats on the win again. Obviously, your next match going up against Tryon. Do or die match to move on to tomorrow. What's the confidence like?
We're feeling pretty confident now. Actually changed his class. He said he could shoot straight now. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay, awesome. Well, appreciate you coming in. Good luck in your next match, and hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you so much.